Hi everyone. Hello guys and girls. This is your Ate Tomiko De Santos passing again on your news feed. And this is all about Feng Shui and our guide from the year 2025, year of the snake, to the year of the horse, year 2026. Okay, let's get back to the reading. The topic is about what to surrender in the last few months of the snake, honoring the final releasing before the fire horse rises. The energy of the final snake month. The snake year closes with deep purification. This is the time when shedding becomes non-negotiable. The snake asks you to soften your grip, release old skins, and clear what no longer belongs. The more you surrender now, the more smoothly you will transition into the movement and momentum of the horse. Surrender physical stagnation. Release the items that hold old identity, old timelines, and old versions of you. Focus on clothes that you have not worn in a year. You can donate those, barter, give away, sell, or throw it away. It's up to you guys. Objects tied to past relationships. Books you have and will not read. Decor that does not reflect who you are becoming. And expired broken items or unused items. Anything that sits idle holds stagnant energy. Surrender visual clutter. The snake thrives in clarity and simplicity. To be sure to clear out. Countertop stock in with in just in case items, yung mga reserba, overstuffed fridges and pantries, fridge doors flooded with magnets, piles you have mentally tuned out, walls covered in decor that feels noisy. Freeing your visual field creates space for the horse forward movement. Surrender digital noise. Before the year horse speeds up, lighten your digital load. Release subscriptions or newsletters you never read. Hundreds of screenshots. Old notes that drain mental space. Apps tied to habits you are leaving behind. Credit accounts that need to be paid and closed. Your digital world is part of your home's energy. Surrender relationships held by obligation. The snake highlights where you have overextended out of duty. Release the connections that drain, confuse, or constrict your spirit. The horse year needs space for community built on reciprocity, purpose, and emotional respect. Surrender old identities. Let go of any version of you have outgrown, the roles you no longer need, the expectations that were never yours, the patterns that once kept you safe but now keep you small. The snake sheds so that the horse can run. Surrender emotional residue. Release what your nervous system still carries. Resentment, unspoken truths, guilt, self-blame, stories that no longer define you. Emotional shedding creates energetic room for clear direction, courage, and movement. Surrender blockages at home. Walk your house and ask, where does energy stop? Where does the room feel heavy? What what needs fresh air, light, cleansing, or reorganization? Self-inquiry for deep surrender. What am I holding on to that I know is all ready to live my life. Excuse me. What relationships feel complete or misaligned with who I am becoming? Number 3, what physical items carry emotional weight I no longer wish to hold? Number 4, what identity or rules have I outgrown but still cling to? Number 5, what emotions am I avoiding that are asking to be released? Number 6, where is my home does where in my home does energy feel stuck, heavy, or stagnant? What habits, patterns, or stories weigh me down the most? And lastly, what am I afraid will happen if I truly let go? Why releasing is important. The final months of the snake year are a sacred transition between who you have been and who you are becoming. The snake never sheds out of punishment. It sheds because growth requires spaciousness. It releases because the next version of you cannot live outside you. The next version of you cannot live inside old restricted skin. The horse cannot run if you are carrying unnecessary weight. It cannot move forward if your inner world is tangled. The horse rises when you rise. It accelerates when you are ready. So get ready, guys and girls. It mirrors your clarity, your focus, and your willingness to step into the next version of yourself. Let this shedding be conscious. Let it be tender. Let it be complete. Release what is heavy. Honor what is true. Prepare your body, your home, your heart, and your spirit for movement. So, yun nga. Transition ng Year of the Snake papunta sa Year of the Horse. Alam ko, yung mga iba hindi naging magandang experience. Nagkaroon pa tayo ng mga hindi magandang pangyayari nun. Yung nangyari sa mga taga Cebu. Ayan, shout out po doon sa mga taga Cebu. And ang dami na masyadong nangyari. Ang daming taong matamlay ngayong Year of the 2025. Pero ang ipapaalala ko lang ni Miss Tomiko De Santos, wag po tayo mag-focus dun sa mga negative na nangyayari sa atin everyday and dun sa mga sakuna na kumakain sa atin ng buhay. Kasi negative energy pa rin yun eh. Panatiliin pa rin po natin yung positive energy, yung pagiging optimistic. Dumikit pa rin po tayo doon sa mga positive na tao. Wag po tayo mawala ng pag-asa. Kasi tayo-tayo na lang po yung kakapit kay God. Tayo-tayo na lang din yung magtutulong at magpapalakas ng loob ng bawat isa. Gusto ko rin po magpasalamat doon sa mga taong patuloy pa rin po sumusuporta sa akin. Sa Instagram ko, De Santos Tomiko. Tapos sa Facebook account ko po, Tomiko De Santos. Tapos meron din akong page, Colin Lapid /Cristel De Santos. And yung TikTok account ko po ay Cristel K85. I-surrender naman natin lahat na kay God. Kasi siya lang nakakaalam ng lahat-lahat. Huwag tayo magtatanim ng galit sa Kanya. Lagi natin tandaan na hindi po lahat ng naririnig o nababasa natin sa social media ay tama. Hindi si God ang nagbibigay ng pahirap. Yung kalaban. Yung devil. Si God, wala siyang ginawa kundi magbigay ng protection, love, blessings. Ayan. Kasi si God, na gumawa ng lahat ng bagay, open-minded siya. Pero yung devil, rebelde nga kasi siya sa langit. So, siya ang nagpapahirap sa tao. So, wag po natin i-blame kay God yung mga nangyayari sa atin. Palakasan lang ng loob. Oo. Trabaho. Lakas ng loob. Tumulong sa iba. Then, ang kauna-una natin tutulungan yung sarili natin kasi wala na tayong mai-offer sa iba pag ubos na tayo. At lagi nating ipagpapasalamat yung mga blessings na meron tayo araw-araw kasi yung buhay na meron tayo ngayon ay pinapangarap ng ibang tao. So, palagyan natin ipagpapasalamat sa Diyos. Huwag tayong mawawalan ng pag-asa at patuloy lang tayong magsumikap dun sa mga bagay na gusto pa nating ma-achieve. Ayan, habang nagpapasalamat tayo dun sa mga bagay na meron na tayo ngayon. Maraming salamat po and ingat tayong lahat. Have a great day. Advanced Merry Christmas din pala sa inyong lahat and Happy December 2025. Bye!